that you used to be. You say you're done, you're moving on. This ain't the world that it used to be. Looks like you won, looks like you won. Sick of leaving.
Hey, it's Chantel Nicole. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Today I will be showing you a cheap and easy way how to tint your eyebrows at home. And I will also show you my eyebrow routine and how I enhance my eyebrows for this night look. If you want to know how I achieve this look, please stay tuned. These are some of the items that I use to complete this tutorial, and I'll be sure to list them in the description box below. Let's get started. So for this tutorial, I did dye my eyebrows with a Just for Men product in the color Jet Black. You want to make sure you sample this on your skin to make sure you don't have any kind of outbreaks or allergic reaction. Just as a side note. Alright, we're going to open it up, and inside you'll see some instructions, the dye, and this is already pre-mixed. And you'll also have a brush, but we will not use this brush for this tutorial. Inside you will see that the mix is already pre-made or pre-mixed. And we're going to use some alcohol. And this alcohol will actually strip your eyebrow area and the eyebrows of any oils so that the product can adhere to the eyebrow better. So we're going to take a spoolie and just straighten out our eyebrows, get them nice and combed out. So you want to take a small brush, dabble the product onto the brush, and then apply it to your eyebrow in the shape of the brow. But notice that I am starting further behind the beginning of the brow so that it can take a gradient effect. It can kind of look natural and gradient. And then you'll just apply the product like so. You see the product is coming outside of the shape of the brow. Don't worry about that. I'll show you what you can do to fix that later. I look really scary, but this is how it looks when you have the product on. And we're going to use this Vaseline and a smudge brush. And we're going to apply the Vaseline to all the areas that you do not want the product to take. So you see that I'm adding it underneath the brow in my arch area. And I'm also going to take it at the top so it doesn't take too thick. And I'm bringing it more in the front as well because I noticed that I did put some product too much in the front. But I'm going to apply some Vaseline to that area so that it won't take as much. Then you set the timer for 12 to 15 minutes. This one I did 12 minutes. And then we wait. Next, we're going to take a paper towel, just some hand soap and water. We're going to use that to wipe the product off. I like to go in with a cotton ball to make sure that all the product is off and it's dry. And voila, the first brow is done. And then with the other eye, I'm going to do the same thing. Just wiping the brow, showing you all that none of the product is coming off. This will actually last about 4 to 6 weeks. And I do this probably once every 2.5 months to 3 months. I was looking at the fact that on my other eyebrow, the one on the right, my right, your left, I could have left that product on a little bit longer. But overall, I'm satisfied with the results. Now on to the eyebrow enhancement. I'm going to use the Anastasia Dip Brow in Ebony, and I'll have all the information at the bottom in the description bar. Then I'm going to use your spoolie to kind of brush out the hairs to make sure they're in shape. I'm using this angle brush by MAC, and I'm starting with small strokes from the bottom of the brow first, and then kind of working it in the middle of the brow. And my whole goal is just to put the product on the brow and the shape of the brow, and it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to do the same thing on this brow, just applying the product at the bottom and applying it in the shape of the brow. Next, we're going to use some concealer from MAC, and I'll have the color of that in the description bar. And this is the Revlon flat brush, and we're going to gently apply that concealer at the bottom of the brow to create the shape. And I like my brows to have a higher arch, so you'll see me going a little bit more deeper into my arch to give it that dramatic look. So you want to start to pull the product down to blend it out, because you don't want it to have the highlight look underneath the brow. Then I like to use a Q-tip to help blend out the concealer more. Then we'll use a spoolie to blend in that product. Then I like to use a brown pencil to kind of define the eyebrow a little bit more to make it more dramatic. Now for this brow, we're going to use the concealer, go in to create the shape. Remember, brows are like sisters. They're not necessarily identical, but you definitely want to try to get them in the similar shape as close as possible. So I really didn't like how this one came out, so I did go in again with the concealer to recreate the arch. One thing about this, if you do mess up, you can always go back in with the concealer. It can help you correct any mistakes that you've made. So that's pretty cool. This is the finished look, and I hope you enjoy my tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.